Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers first-round pick drawing interest from two NBA teams, report. Jalen Hood-Schifino, whose third-year option was not picked up by the Los Angeles Lakers, is drawing interest from two teams, according to Bleacher Report's Jake Fisher. He will be playing in the G League this year, and he'll have plenty of opportunity to showcase himself, both in the G League in general and at the G League Showcase when the entire league descends upon Orlando in December, Fisher said on his NBA Insider Notebook live stream on Bleacher Report. Atlanta had an interest in him in that talk with DeJounte Murray last year. Utah, I believe, has shown interest in him. The Lakers are linked to Utah Jazz's young center Walker Kessler, according to Jovan Buha of The Athletic. But the latest intel from Sam Amick of The Athletic suggests the Lakers would have to pay a high price to pry away Kessler from Utah. While our Jovan Buha recently reported the Lakers have interest in Kessler, a Jazz source indicated the possible framework of a deal, D'Angelo Russell and multiple first-round picks, would not be of interest, Amick wrote. A Kessler-Hood-Schifino swap mathematically works, but the Lakers did themselves no favor by declining the 6'5" guard's third-year option. The Jazz can sign Hood-Schifino, the number 17 pick in 2023, outright in the offseason as an unrestricted free agent. According to Charania, the Lakers made the move to create roster flexibility as they would operate next offseason as an over-the-cap team. Hood-Schifino hasn't seen action this season for the Lakers, who are off to a 4-2 start under rookie head coach J.J. Redick. According to Buha, Redick maintained his belief in the Lakers' second-year guard despite their decision on his contract. I still believe in Jalen. We haven't given up on him, Redick said, per Buha. In March, Lakers Lounge podcast host Anthony Irwin reported on LA Daily that Rob Pelinka, vice president of basketball operations and general manager, overruled the team's scouts to select Hood-Schifino over Villanova standout Cam Whitmore, who slid out of the lottery amid reports of medical concerns and subpar workouts at the NBA draft combine. Whitmore ended up in Houston as the 20th overall pick. Another particularly sour note with fans this season has been the success of prospects drafted immediately after Jalen Hood-Schifino, Irwin wrote. Jamie Jaquez Jr. has been great for the Miami Heat. Brandon Podziemski is an impact player for Golden State. Cam Whitmore is averaging double digits this season. Best players the Lakers can land for a package around Jalen Hood-Schifino. The Los Angeles Lakers are proving they can be a competitive franchise in the West under J.J. Redick based on the roster that Darvin Ham struggled with last season. After starting the season 4-2, the Lakers are looking to add the final winning pieces to their roster in exchange for some of the deadweight on the roster. It's already been confirmed that the team is looking to move on from their number 17 pick in last year's draft, Jalen Hood-Schifino. Schifino is a talented 6'6" combo guard who could have a future in the NBA, it's just that the Lakers don't seem to have the space or time to develop him. The 21-year-old guard can fulfill the potential that saw him get drafted ahead of Jamie Jaquez Jr. and Brandon Podziemski, provided a team takes a chance on him. The Lakers will be actively canvassing the market for rotational players they could acquire in a trade, sending Schifino and other assets elsewhere, with these being the three best players the Lakers have a chance of landing using Hood-Schifino. Walker Kessler. The Los Angeles Lakers have been heavily linked with Walker Kessler to start the season, as the 22-year-old center has reportedly been made available by the Utah Jazz in trade conversations, although at a steep price. The Jazz want at least 2 first-round picks for letting a player of Kessler's caliber go, given his age and the fact that he has 2 years left on a sub-$3 million contract, a tremendous asset for a win-now team. Kessler is averaging 9.7 points, 11.2 rebounds, and 3.0 blocks to open the season, showing small strides offensively while reinforcing his defensive strengths by ranking among the best shot blockers in the NBA. The Jazz never intended to rebuild with Kessler after acquiring him in the Rudy Gobert trade as a throwaway inclusion, but he's established himself as a highly talented shot blocker, albeit offensively limited. The Jazz might be one of the only places where Hood-Schifino can be developed, which could be a great value proposition for the franchise. If they can develop value out of Schifino, they could easily flip him due to his high ceiling and on-ball talents. Maxwell Lewis is another low-floor high-ceiling option on the roster, so the Jazz land 2 project pieces along with 2 very valuable first-round picks. Marcus Smart. J.J. Redick has breathed new life into the Lakers as an offensive unit, but the rookie head coach is yet to figure out a defensive strategy that isn't simply over-relying on Anthony Davis to protect the rim. There's a lack of playable POA defenders on the Lakers, especially with Jared Vanderbilt's injury struggles from last season continuing into this year. They need a force on the perimeter who can funnel players into Davis intelligently, with Marcus Smart being the perfect option. Smart has had a rough start to the 2024-25 season, averaging 5.6 points, 2.2 rebounds, and 2.8 assists on a shockingly low 23.5% from the field. His offensive woes are hard to overlook, but Smart's capable of leveling his production off as the season continues. In the meantime, he looks unplayable for the Memphis Grizzlies and could be moved for an offensive contributor before we even enter the new year. Grade the trade rejection. Jazz turned down Lakers' offer for Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler has had a good start to the season with the Utah Jazz, which is exactly what both sides want. However, with his potential extension looming and doubts surrounding his future with the team, a trade can't be ruled out. Kessler was linked to both the Knicks and Lakers during the offseason. In recent weeks, the Lakers' buzz has grown stronger, though it is hard to think of a plausible deal between the two sides. However, that hasn't stopped the Lakers from trying. The Athletic's Sam Amick detailed the following trade offer that the Jazz turned down from the Lakers. Lakers get Kessler, Jazz get D'Angelo Russell and multiple first-round picks. Amick didn't explain why the Jazz turned it down, but also added that there could be a deal to be made if the Lakers add some sweetener to it. With all of that considered, did the Jazz choose right in rejecting this swap? The Lakers have been careful with their draft assets, and for good reason. They know they're on borrowed time with LeBron James at this point, which makes it harder for them to capitalize on the roster they have because there's no telling if they'll ever reach the heights they were once at or how much longer they can try. Kessler is one of the few available players who allows them to have the best of both worlds. He can help their present and their future. He gives them a younger player who could potentially develop into something special, while he also makes for a potentially dangerous frontcourt pairing with Anthony Davis. From the Lakers' perspective, this makes a whole lot of sense, which is why they would be so willing to offer multiple picks, something they outright refused to do during the offseason with potential trade partners. For the Jazz, it's a different story. Those Lakers assets could be golden knowing the limited time frame with James, but Kessler gives them some cushion and a potential piece to build around. Knowing the Lakers' reputation as a free agent hotspot, Kessler could be a serious building block for their future, which would only add to their appeal. Combine that making the Lakers better potentially makes their immediate assets worse. Since the Jazz own the Lakers' 2027 first-round pick, top 4 protected, that kills the value of that pick knowing that the uncertainty surrounding the Lakers' current situation could increase tenfold 3 years from now. And does it even need to be said that the Jazz have little use for someone like D'Angelo Russell? This could be revisited in the future, and if certain other perks come along the way, there certainly could be something here depending on how the Jazz feel about Kessler come February. For now, knowing the Jazz don't have much to lose, they're right to play hard to get with the Lakers. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Walker Kessler? Leave your opinion in the comments.